Welcome back to The Wandering Wind. If you're new here, thank you for watching for the first time. As always, the subscribe button, the share button, and the comment section are all down below. Please like the video if you enjoy this content, and subscribe if you want to see more of the same. Today, I want to talk about recapturing the magic and joy of childhood. Constantly throughout our lives, we chase after our own youth because we feel that things were so much better when we were children. We had less to worry about because our parents took care of all the money and the working and all that. We saw wonder in every moment because as children we see the world in such a brilliantly bright fashion. We see the world in such an optimistic point of view that it's hard to feel wonderment over just about anything. And as children, we see only the good in people and we don't see the bad in people. I want to talk about how we can actually regain our youth in a fashion. To be honest, no one can completely regain those years. No one can completely turn back the clock and become a child again. Even though the Bible calls us to become children in our hearts, what it's actually talking about is more along the lines of finding joy in the little moments. And that's what I want to talk about today. Finding joy in the little moments of life. Because, to be honest, when you were a child, what were your favorite things to do? I bet I know one of them. One of them was to play. Playing is one of the biggest things that brings enjoyment to a child, no matter what age. And as adults, as grown-ups, we feel like our ability, our license for playing has ended. Like we are no longer allowed to play. We're no longer allowed to just take time out of our day to find something we enjoy. But to be honest, we need to. I myself find joy in being able to just sit back every day for a while and just watch old cartoons or watch something that makes me feel nostalgic and brings back those childhood memories of sitting in front of the TV on a Saturday morning and watching the latest episode of one of my favorite cartoons or whatever. Or even later, when I was an older child, reading one of my favorite books. I love to read books of all kinds. I read fan fiction from different websites. I read physical books. I read e-books. And I tell you what, I reread books because they're so nostalgically good and they have such a good message. I don't think I'll ever get rid of my copy of the complete works of C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia. I do believe I still have that. But it's in a box. At the moment, I'm packing things up to be able to start paring down on what I have cluttering. But finding joy in what you do, finding joy in what you enjoy, is one of the best ways to recapture that joy. Another way that I read about is how children on average smile over 400 times a day, whereas adults rarely smile smile even 100 times a day. Now, It's been proven that smiling just in itself improves your mental state just by doing that small thing. And while people may make the joke that you can tell a lazy person from a hardworking person by how much they smile, smiling is actually good for you, and you should do more of it. Smiling releases endorphins, makes you feel better, and generally makes you seem more approachable to others, makes you look more attractive to the opposite gender, just loads of things like that. There are very, very few ways that you can't be happy just by smiling. I mean, smiling is one of the best feelings in the world, next to laughter. And that's what I'm going to talk about next. Laugh often, laugh loud, laugh long, and laugh often, because laughter is not only the best medicine, it recaptures some of the best moments of your childhood. Remember that one joke that you couldn't get over for months, or the first time you ever successfully told a joke, or the first time you watched something that was really fun and funny and just awesome, or that one friend that was a complete goof in class, or something. Reliving or just releasing laughter and just experiencing laughter really makes you remember what it's like to be a child. Children are always giggling and laughing and chuckling and just all that fun stuff, because life is a wonder to them, and it's a wonder why it's not a wonder to us. If we were to treasure life like children do, if we were to experience life as they do, I believe everyone will be a lot happier in this world. And to be honest, one of the last points, the last point I want to make is take each thing by itself. Now, what I mean by that is, when you're working on a project, just work on that project. Don't worry about how your day's been. Don't worry about the agenda that you have for this week. Don't worry about the deadline you have for the job. Don't worry about what your wife or husband is doing, or whether or not your children are staying out of trouble. Be single-minded, because, to be honest, children have mastered this art. Being single-minded is one of the best ways to stay in the moment and stay joyful, even when stress makes it difficult. And believe me, I know stress can make a lot of things on this list difficult. But to be honest, there are also many ways, many ways you can feel and be happy just by recapturing that innocence, that youth. And while you'll never fully recapture that, you will at least remember what it's like to be a child again. Watch Disney films. Go to Disneyland one vacation instead of going to some resort on an island somewhere, or just revisit an old favorite haunt that you used to go to. A playground. Hell, go to a playground on a school day when no one's there, and just play on the swings, play on whatever. Be a kid again. Recapture that joy, recapture that lack of care about what's going on around you, and regain that focus of, I like this, this is happy, this is good, I want to enjoy this, because that's basically how kids how kids behave. If they like the way something makes them feel, if something makes them feel happy, or if something makes them laugh, they want to do that more often, because the simple act of going for ice cream cones, or going to a movie, or going to the park every week is something that children look forward to, something that children treasure and enjoy so much that you'd swear it was better than going to Disneyland. Although, you take your kids to Disneyland and then see how long they keep talking about it. But life is an experiential thing. Life is experiences and emotions that are tied with that experience. And a lot of times, in order for us to be fulfilled in our need for positive emotion, for nostalgia, for happiness, for joy, experience is the only way that we need to get it. We don't need possessions. We don't need to travel to distant lands. We don't need to have the best paying job or have the biggest house or whatever. Just enjoy the little things. Anyway, that was my opinion and my tips for regaining some of that childhood wonder that we used to have as very young children. And I'm not talking 7, 8 years old. I'm talking 4, 5, 6 years old. When your child is still young enough, they don't have to worry about the learning system or anything else. It's just fun. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I love you very much. Recapture the joy of your childhood today. Let me know down in the comments section how you can remember and how you do remember and how you do recapture your happiness, your joy, your childhood wonder. Let me know down in the comments section, and I will see you guys again soon. Hey guys, thanks for watching my videos, and as always, thank you for everything you do for me. If you like my videos and you want to see more of them, please make sure to hit that like button down below. It always needs some love. Also, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. It's great. I've got lots of stuff. I always upload every day. Well, almost every day. And I always have new stuff coming right around the corner. And if you really feel generous enough, I really appreciate it. I have a Patreon link either up in the corner or down in the description, and I could always use a couple more extra dollars to help fund my future projects. Thank you in advance. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.